Hi guys, it's Jeffrey and welcome back to my channel. For the first time ever in this video, I want to do a mukbang, chat, and eat video. I picked up a Panera drive-thru order, so it was super easy. I just brought it back home and we can eat and chat together. So grab some food if you want to chat, just enjoy the vibes. Let's get right into it. Thumbnail. I've never done a mukbang video, so it's going to be balancing the challenge of like talking and eating at the same time and not looking gross while doing it. I feel like I got their blueberry lavender lemonade, which has no caffeine because they redid their lemonades because of the people that were dying of heart attacks. I cannot believe that those lemonades had that much caffeine, and like I saw the signs, but I just wasn't aware of how much caffeine that was, and so I used to drink them, and I could never fall asleep at night if I did drink them, but I don't drink them anymore. So these ones though are just flavored. This one's very good. Croutons, bread bowl, tomato soup, the turkey and cheddar sandwich, chips, and a candy cookie. This cookie looks honestly smaller than usual and less candies than usual. Usually they're bigger and they have more candies on them, but oh well. So that's what I'm eating. I think normally at the restaurant they pour the soup inside the bread bowl, but I'm just gonna eat the soup out of this cup and I think dip the bread into it. I'm just gonna grab this and just dip the bread in the bowl. Let's chat about Sabrina Carpenter. Just like Taylor Swift's Eras tour, the same thing is happening to Sabrina Carpenter's short and sweet tour with the tickets. During the pre-sale, like all the tickets got bought up, and then there were like none for actual fans. I mean, some people got them, but some people didn't. And then everyone's in the comments. First of all, if you like make a TikTok about Sabrina Carpenter, there's going to be 20 million bots in your comments saying, I got 4 tickets. If you need them, DM me, heart. Like, no. Why did you get them if you don't need them? Because you could only buy 4. Why are there all these people claiming that they have 4 tickets to sell? When, like, why? Why would you have those? You shouldn't. This soup is really good. It's really hitting. I went for a run today. 3 miles. I don't know. I just felt like going for a run today. And I didn't work. I just stayed home. But it was nice weather out. So I figured I should run in the morning. And I'm cooking dinner tonight. And I wanted time to like film. Time to just like enjoy the day. Because I'm cooking dinner at night. And I'm going to be tired. Okay, mukbangs are a funny concept because if you're with someone and you're doing a mukbang, you're just like talking to them. But this is like me just talking to you and trying to eat and talk, which is like funny, but also like a really weird idea. I don't know. My inspiration right now, I'm trying to draw inspiration from Trisha Paytas. She does so many mukbangs. I used to watch them in high school. I would just get home from school, like get home from cross-country practice, and I would be eating a snack just like watching her mukbangs, and it was just like so, it was just like so fun. It was like blah blah blah, like I was talking to a friend. So that is who I aspire to be like, but we'll see. Panera recently like rechanged their whole menu. I need to eat this turkey and cheddar sandwich. I'm always asking for no onion, no tomato. I don't like raw tomatoes. If tomatoes are cooked in something, I really like it, but I don't like raw tomatoes. So, okay, so here's the turkey and cheddar sandwich. I think they went back to mayo. Let's see what this sauce is. Because lately the menu's been saying mayo, but they used to have this garlic something sauce. that they would put on it. I don't even know. I'm gonna keep this paper on my lap in case I spill or something falls out of the sandwich. Very good. This is my go-to order, like, from Panera. It's always the pick 2 with a turkey sandwich and tomato soup in a bread bowl. But they're always saying they're out of bread bowls at like 5 p.m. And I'm like, how many more people are going to come here and order a bread bowl? Like, you should have made 3 more. If you're out every time I come there, like, that's dumb. Usually after Panera, I'm like stuffed. I don't eat anything else for a while. Hopefully, this isn't too close to my dinner time. It's almost 3. What happened is I was waiting in the drive-thru line. There was one order that just took forever, I think, because the next 2 cars that went by the window, like, I could see up until the window, and the person literally handed them their food and they left. Like, it was like so quick, but like the one car was just sitting there forever. So they had everyone else's order ready, but not that one person's. I wanted to finish talking about Sabrina Carpenter. I was so offended because literally I got a pre-sale code, and it wasn't even that hard. Like, everyone got a pre-sale code. Everyone and their mother's dog got a pre-sale code. So it wasn't that hard to get. I was sitting in the queue forever on the pre-sale day. I couldn't even get in until 30 minutes later. And then every time I would go to add a ticket to my cart, it would say like somebody else already bought it. So then I was like, okay, I'll wait for general admission day when the tickets just go on sale for everybody. I sat in the waiting room. I got in the waiting room, sat in the queue, and then 18 minutes after the sale, it just said, no tickets available, sold out. And like, I feel sad, but also whatever. And I was super, okay, I'm less mad about it now, but I was so mad earlier because you know it's just all the resales buying it up, because now when you go back onto like Ticketmaster or AXS, whatever you're using, there's suddenly a ton of tickets available for resale. But they're all like $1,000 something per ticket. And I'm like, that's just not okay. Like, people can, like, some people can afford that, but like the average like middle class person cannot afford that. I'm sorry. Nor like should people want to spend money. Like, I mean, like, some people have the mindset that like the money will come back. Like, you should spend the money on like a concert, it'll make you happy. I agree with that to an extent, but $1,000 something to see Sabrina Carpenter perform, I'm like that's a whole plane ticket to the other side of the world, or like, I don't know. It's just like a ticket to that concert should not be that expensive, and like, it would be so cool to go to one of her shows, but not for that price. Like, I don't even know what else I was gonna say about this besides that it's just a bummer because now these concerts and things are becoming like inaccessible to people. Like, I'm never gonna go to those concerts because they are just so much money. And like, why would I want to spend that much money on that? To me, it just doesn't make sense. But if you're getting to go, congratulations, and that's really exciting. And I hope that you got your tickets for a good price and you didn't get scammed by the reseller. This is what I think it would take, though. If people actually like let the resellers buy all the tickets and then nobody bought them for their value, and then the resellers didn't make any money, then maybe it would stop. But, or the artist would be like, oh, sold out show, and then get there and like half the crowd is empty, and then that would be like a wake-up call of like, yeah, people bought your tickets but they didn't come because they were just looking to make more money off of it. Doesn't make sense. Sabrina, if you're watching this video, please do something about it. Please. Everyone tag Sabrina in the comments. I'm just kidding. But if she stumbles across my video, she probably wouldn't even click on it. Here's my daylight savings take. I think that we should get rid of it. Because why do we need to be changing up time by a whole hour? A whole hour lost of sleep, like that is so annoying. Like it just makes everybody grumpy and thrown off, and kids and pets included. Like dogs, if they're fed at the same time of day, like our dogs would be like demanding food and we'd be like, sorry, you have to wait another hour. What is that? Like that's dumb. And then waking up kids for school and having them be grumpy, having them say they're hungry for lunch. Like, we are all hungry. Why did we make up this rule where we have to switch time? Like, I don't know. Sometimes I dip the chips in the soup. Just for a little extra yum. So I think that we should get rid of daylight savings, but here's where the debate comes. Because people are saying, like, okay, do we make it 1 hour ahead then and just stop it, or 1 hour back and just stop it? And I'm like, why don't you just make it whatever it was originally and just stop? That would be my first choice, because I don't care. My second choice is, like, do the other way. Apparently there's people that are, like, that actually have opinions and would fight about it. But, like, what are you going to do if they just change it? Like, I think most people just want to get rid of it because it's an inconvenience to be like, let's change our clocks an hour. Like, why? Like, it doesn't even really make sense. But my compromise is just do it by 30 minutes. That's just the compromise. Best of both worlds. That just seems like the sweet spot, right? Because if we're only shifting our day by an hour and like instead we just do it by 30 minutes, that seems reasonable to me. That's my take. What do you guys think? I am so excited for the summer. My sister is talking about the concerts she wants to go to. I think her and one of her friends want to go see I almost called it the Austin Moon tour. The Ross Lynch tour. The Driver era or something. I think I've seen videos of him performing. And like also doing some songs from Austin and Ally, which is so cute because like I grew up watching that show and that would be so fun to see. And I also think like his shows aren't like super big or super expensive, so like it would be a good concert. It would be like a more intimate feel. Like that's the thing about like Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift. It's like Taylor Swift is performing in these like stadiums and like I feel like it just doesn't feel as special because you're like so far away. There's like so many people, which in another way, like people are like, it's so awesome. There's like so many people here, but it's like, I don't know. I just feel like, oh, it's almost like too big. Like you feel like lost in the crowd instead of like a smaller show. Like, I don't know. To me, it just seems like more intimate and better, but that's just my opinion, my take. My family is planning a trip. My aunt, she has been planning this for a while. A trip to California. We're going to meet in San Francisco, and then we're going to road trip all the way down to San Diego. So I'm super excited. I'm like looking at bathing suits, looking at summer clothes vibes, and obviously saving money for the trip. But I'm so excited. My sister and I, we love to be outside. We love to go to the beach. We love to tan. We love to read. We love to just vibe. So I've been thinking and dreaming about that so much. I've also been looking for things to do. So if you have any recommendations of things to do, places to eat, things to see in California between San Francisco and San Diego, probably more towards the major cities, let me know because I'm definitely looking for recommendations. I'm thinking this trip will be so fun. It'll just be good to like be with our family, be with our cousins, be with our aunt and uncle. We did a trip with like my aunt and my cousins. This is so good. I want more. We did a trip with my aunt and my cousins for one of my sister's softball tournaments like a few summers ago, but it's been a while since like all my cousins have come, and like my uncle too. We're like really wanting him to come, and I think he will. So everyone will be there, which will be so fun. We're gonna get an Airbnb like outside of San Diego, I think, and stay there. Hopefully it's like kind of close to the city where we want to do things. So I think it'll be nice. I've been reading more lately. My grandparents had Becoming Michelle Obama, her memoir, in their house for a while. My grandpa got it from one of those little free libraries that like some neighborhoods have where people just exchange books and stuff. He got it, but he didn't finish reading it. And I picked it up on Saturday when I was down there visiting them. And he was like, take it home and read it. So I'm reading that right now. And I'm also reading a book called The Anxious Generation or something. It's about anxiety and like people growing up on their phones and how it's made them more anxious. Literally, it's pulling out research and showing how it's rewiring our brains and it's making us anxious and depressed and have all these mental health things. The research is like, it's not even just correlation anymore. Like, oh, phones are correlated with depression. It's like, no, like phones are causing depression. So that's really interesting. And it makes me think, as a parent, what are my rules? What are my limits going to be with technology? As a teacher, how am I going to use it in the classroom? Myself, I need to be setting limits. Like, click off this video right now. You probably need to go touch some grass. But seriously, like, I need to set more limits for myself, I think. And reading this book, I'm like, this is seriously some eye-opening stuff. And it's crazy that the companies, like, the people of the companies design these devices that we're all watching things on and like playing on. They don't even let their kids like have them because they know that the devices are addictive and bad for you. So that's crazy. This book is called The Anxious Generation, if you want to read it. How the Great Wiring of Childhood is Causing an Epidemic of Mental Illness. Definitely check it out. It was in the news section at my library, and one of my friends, Chow, told me about it, and so I was like, I gotta read that. I also got this book, which I told you I would tell you about, Troubled by Rob Henderson. I finished it. It was so good, guys. It was his story of how he went through foster care and then got adopted by a family, and even as he was growing up with that family, like things were broken, and, like it was difficult, and he was still like really acting out like in school, and like just like became friends with people that were not doing good things. He was like drinking at a very young age into very horrible, scary stuff. Then he joined the US Air Force. It provided him with a lot of structure. He was able to, after that, like go on to school, and it talks about like what he's learned. It was just very eye-opening because he like started talking about like social classes and just how people perceive other people, and very, very interesting psychological stuff. Time for this cookie. Which half do I eat? The middle is soft. The candy pieces are good. I love how they call it a candy cookie, as if these aren't like supposed to be mini M&Ms, but they don't have the M on them, so I guess they truly are just candy. I'm definitely an ice eater, but I won't be crunching ice for you in this video. You can watch my ASMR cleaning video that I'm gonna do, or that I did. I don't know. I don't know the order of my videos that I'm gonna post, but I recently got these robin eggs that are like Whoppers inside of them. And then these are just normal Rolos, but Easter colors, so that makes it fun. But what's your guys' favorite Easter candy? I like the Cadbury eggs too. Oh my gosh, the cream-filled Cadbury eggs, they are so good. My grandma used to have this bowl, and she'd have jelly beans, She'd have the robin eggs, a ton of Easter candy. We always look forward to going down there and eating that bowl of candy. I hope that you enjoyed watching this mukbang video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and tell me what I should eat next and if I should do this again. Maybe it was boring and I'll never do it again, but maybe you had fun chatting with me, hanging out with me. Subscribe so that you don't miss any of my other videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.